Hey everyone, Viv going live from York. I've gone a bit rogue today. Um, our boilers needs repairing, um, so the house is quite cold. So I'm in the dining room because the fire is on. Yeah, fire's on. Look, it's been on all day, and but we've also got washing machine on and various other things because this is also my kitchen. So I'm trying to do it like this, so it'd be great to know if people can tell me whether they can hear me or not. Ooh, Denise, hi. Can you actually hear me? Can you just wave if you can hear me, that this is working with my headphones thing in? I hope it's working, because I didn't want you to have to listen to the dishwasher and all that stuff. So, yeah, I thought I'd come on tonight and talk a bit about sort of balance and all that. Oh, it's a bit quiet. Oh no. Is that any better? If I hold that nearer, I may have to go off and come back on again if it's too quiet. Because this bit's the microphone, isn't it? Can you hear? Or too quiet and I should redo it and go somewhere else and be cold? Oh no. Oh, I don't know whether to keep going or not. What do you think? If I do that, is it loud enough? Oh, you can hear though and no dishwasher. Okay, I'll try and speak up. So I wanted to talk a bit about sort of balance and homeostasis and stuff, and a couple of things that I've been doing recently, because I do shamanic work and essential oils. I suddenly realised they are both about getting people back into balance. So one of the amazing things about essential oils is that they are sort of designed to get your body back into sort of homeostasis where it's sort of internally stable. And that's some of the wonderful things you can do with oils. And a lot of them are adaptogenic, which means they help sort of foster that internal equilibrium that we're all looking for so that we feel healthy. And actually when we're physically feeling healthy, then that's a lot easier if we're emotionally up and down. If you're physically stable, that makes life a lot easier. But one of the things I do when I do my essential oils class is tell people about sort of the triple targeting of essential oils, because as well as the physical stuff, they can also impact you emotionally. And hi Avril, that's awesome, hiya. They can also impact you emotionally and I think spiritually, because obviously as a shamanic practitioner, I truly believe that we need to be balanced spiritually as well as emotionally and everything else. And so that sort of, I didn't have a very good night's sleep last night, and I was writing poetry at 5 o'clock this morning. And that's just one of the things that hit me. So some of the things that really helped me remember some of these things is, you know, when you talk about, oh, he's a right pain in the neck, and then actually the person who ends up being in discomfort is you, because you're constantly moaning about something but not like doing anything about it, and it quite often gives you the pain that he's a pain in the neck. Or when you say stuff like, oh, I can't stand this anymore, it's just too much, then you may end up with like a wonky back or feeling a bit unstable. Or when you know, repeatedly saying, oh, it feels like I have the whole world on my shoulders. Those sorts of things, those sorts of words that we tell ourselves actually has an impact. But rather than putting ourselves down about using that sort of language, it's a really good time to then take a step back and go, ooh, actually, yes, I say those things, but actually I should be paying attention. And there are things we can do about that. So we can use essential oils for that and other things, but obviously I'm passionate about essential oils. Even stuff, you know, when you feel like you're with someone who's always taking. Thanks, Denise, you agree. You know, you can decide whether that person you want to still have a relationship with, if you always feel like they're a bit of an emotional vampire. But there's some oils that can really help with that. Like frankincense is a really good one for sort of holding your ground and keeping you sort of grounded and not letting other people sort of tap into your emotions. And it's the same with my shamanic work. When I try and talk to people, no worries, Denise. When I try and explain to people what I do shamanically, I always say one of the things I can do is soul retrievals, and trying to explain that to people is sometimes quite difficult. So the examples again, it's sort of somebody has a car crash and goes, oh, I totally went to pieces. And that could be when you've lost a bit of your soul. Or say you've had a really horrible breakup and you just don't feel like yourself since that person's left. Maybe they've taken a bit of you with them. Or definitely, you know, the death of a loved one, where people do actually say it feels like she took a piece of me with her or whatever. That's the sort of thing that has spiritual consequences. And the best thing we need to be as people is to be whole, whether that's emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. And so that's some of the work I do as a shamanic practitioner, is looking at the sort of spiritual balance and wholeness. And again, I've been using essential oils with that. So like I said, frankincense is a really big one for me. It's really helpful. It's called the oil of truth. And I think sometimes that that can really help people tap into what is the truth of what's going on for them. Pettigraine's a really nice one for ancestral work, and I can do ancestral work with people shamanically. So that idea of the sins of the father are visited onto the son into the seventh generation, where people feel like there's family issues going down the line. There's an oil that can really help with that. I found that really good. It's also a really good oil for reducing anxiety and calming anger, which can be a big thing when you're working with family issues. Cinnamon, which I love, it's in the protective blend, and I've mentioned that in things before. It just makes me smile. It's not scientifically proven to make you smile, but it makes me smile. It helps stabilize blood sugar levels. So if you've ever got those feelings when you're going up and down physically because your blood sugars are going and maybe your emotions are following that, cinnamon's a really good one. But it's also a great oil if you've ever had any sexual issues, abuse issues or anything like that, and accepting your body and your unique attractiveness. So there's just so many things out there that I'm learning, which I just wanted to share, and how I suddenly linked the work I'm doing with my essential oils actually really does fit in with the work I do with my shamanic, where you just want people to be whole and happy and their best selves that they can be. So yeah, I just wanted to share a bit of that. And I hope you can all hear it rather than the washing machine. And just have a look now, the fire, which wasn't doing so well. Look at that now. It's beautiful. What a thing of beauty. And just so you know that I am taking my essential oil diploma seriously, let me just quickly show you my new small text booklet. Can you see that? Just see what a monster that is. It's a fantastic book. I am so pleased, and I'm such a geek, because it's like medically proven stuff with essential oils. How amazing is that? But it's massive. If you're talking about balancing things, that's a monster of a book. Look at that. Anyway, if you've got any questions about essential oils, as you know, I am the oily person to talk to. And I've got lots of classes coming up on the way up to Christmas, but November is a fantastic time to get your hands on some doTERRA oils, because they've got a wonderful deal which actually does give you this. If you buy a certain number of oils, you get this super cute car diffuser, which you can also use inside, but that fits in your cup holder in your car, and I have to say I am so happy with it. It's so ridiculously cute and amazing, and changes colour, which is also just cool. So get in touch if you want any more info, or if you've got any ideas of things I can talk about in the future. I'm going to struggle to go live next Thursday because I've got an oils class, so if you want to come along to that and actually see me live, that would be awesome. So I'll either go live earlier, or I'll try and work out when I can go next week and let you all know. Hi Glynis, you're going to have to watch on replay because I'm just about to sign off. Okay, take care everyone. Bye.